Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Ooh, I think we're up and going. We're up and going. Wasn't it's a beautiful day today? It was so pretty. It warm weather. It felt like spring. So nice. Give a little bit for everybody to hop on. I got a few goodies to show you tonight. So we're gonna see what I found. I went thrifting and I got a couple of goodies. Got a couple of new toys. So we're gonna check them out tonight. Let me see. Let's see where have I got. Hold on. I always have difficulty. You know that? I always have difficulty. It won't let me. Can you guys see? Can you hear okay? Give me some comments. Tell me yes. Um, that's not what I want. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. We're just gonna go with it. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I um I ordered a new toy. I have um I tell you I use my glue gun a lot, but when I make wreaths and I'm at the market for Christmas season, I use a hot skillet, an electric skillet, and I have a pan glue and I melt it down. It's much better to use that when you're making wreaths, and especially if it's going to go outside, because that glue holds up longer than a glue gun glue does. So I ordered me a new glue pot for the house because I didn't want to use the big one in here. It gets really hot and it would just take up a lot of space. So I've been seeing other crafters use this glue pot, and I thought I would try it. So we're going to open it and we're going to see what it is. And I'm going to open it with you guys because I don't know what this is. I'm used to using electric skillet, have always used electric skillet, but this came from SureBonder. I actually ordered mine on Amazon. It is actually, you can order it straight from SureBonder, and I use SureBonder glue in my glue pots. Um, but it was actually cheaper on Amazon. And SureBonder has a one going on now where you can get a hot pink one. They do it with Grace Monroe and Home. Grace Monroe Home, I think is what's called. They're two crafters. It's a mom-daughter crafter. They make wreaths, and so I guess SureBonder's team with them to do a hot pink one, and they have glue sticks, stir sticks to go in it. And it was a couple, like $4 or $5 more. But this was about from Amazon. It was probably the cost of it was like, I don't know, $7 or $8 cheaper. So I'm cheap. So I went with the one from Amazon. So it's a SureBonder. It says professional adjustable temp glue skillet is what it is. For those of you who, ooh, there we go. So it's just a glue skillet. I want to say, I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't a whole lot though. It wasn't a whole lot. Not as cheap as getting the like a $10 big electric skillet, but like I said, electric skillets take up a whole lot more room. So this one you just plug it in, and you have glue pellets that you put in this part, and it has on off switch, and it has from low to high. The only thing I don't like that I don't not sure about now that I'm just looking at it, unlike the electric skillet, you know what temperature setting you're setting it at. This one's just low to high, so I guess I almost got to play around with it to see where I am, but the temperature on it. But it's really kind of cool. It's bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I have another one that's a lot smaller. It's probably like this big around. I mean, it's small, and you can't really dip anything in it. But this one's it's pretty deep. So I think for home crafting, and just making wreaths, I think it would do fine. But to do what we do on the market level, I would definitely go with the bigger skillet for sure. But that's outside, and we have lots of room. In here and in my craft room, I don't have as much room, so I think this one will be perfect. So there you go. It's a glue pot. So if you want to upgrade from a glue gun to a glue pot, I would go with a SureBonder. We'll make something later on. Maybe next week we'll do something and we'll use the glue pot, and I'll let you know for sure how I like it. Um, it's just adjustable, so I think we're good. I think I'm gonna like it. So we'll check it out. So we got that to look forward to. All right, let me put that out of the way. I went thrifting this week. Has anybody been thrifting lately? Tell me if you have. Put in the comments what you found. If you found anything good. I went yesterday on my lunch hour to I think it's Raleigh Ministries thrift store that's right off of Capitol and Brentwood and Capitol. Got several good, really neat things. But as I was looking through there, I didn't have a whole lot of time. 1 hour at a thrift store goes by fast. So I didn't get a chance to go all through the thrift store at all. But I hit up the back section of the store. Their things are really nicely organized back there. They'll have like all the backpacks on one wall, all of the like Christmas on one section of shelving. They have craft stuff on like a section with two shelvings in there. Notebooks were on a shelving, one section. They have all your vases are in one section, all your glasses are in one section, all your pans are in one section. So everything is divided up in there. And they're neatly put on the shelves, so it's really easy to go through and see the things that you want to see. They also will bundle like craft supplies and put them in Ziploc bags, and they'll be on the end of the end caps, so to speak, of the shelving, so you can get ribbon. I got a big bag of raffia. Did I bring it in? I got a big gallon Ziploc bag of raffia, and it was like $2. So I grabbed that. I grabbed, what else did I grab? I got an Easter basket, the basket with little rabbits on there that I'm going to probably one night next week do a craft in that and flip that. I found a garden flag for $1. It was new in the package. But my biggest find that I found when I was there was this little item. Still in the package. And I can tell it's old. I knew it was old. But this is called an Easy Bow Maker. And if you watch any YouTubers or any craft videos on Facebook, a lot of them are using Easy Bow Makers now. It's like a newfound fab. But Easy Bow Makers have been around a long time. And I have another one. This one is a shorter one than what I've got. My other one has a post on the end where you can put your ribbon. I think it's called an Easy Bow Maker Deluxe. But I mean, I've had it since the 90s. But anyway, I saw this one on the shelf in the bag, and it was $2. $2. And these are selling, I looked them up on Amazon. I think these are selling for like $30 now, this exact one. So I was showing it to my husband tonight. I was like, look what I found. And of course, he wasn't that excited about it. But I was like, it's in the original packaging. It's old. And when I looked on the back, it comes with instructions. So we're going to open this thing up. It says on here, Easy Bow Makers, made by Offray Ribbons, Lion Ribbon Company. And I'm assuming they're the same ones that make the Easy Bow Maker now, because I'm sure it was patented. Anyway, it says, as seen on TV, came from Sevierville, Tennessee. So it's out by Gatlinburg. That's cool. I didn't really realize that. So we're going to open this little bad boy up. And I got it, one, because it was a good deal and it gives me another bow maker. But two, I wanted to show you guys the difference in them. And if you were to come across this one, that you will know what it is and you will know how to use it. It comes with these two dowel pegs, and they just go down in these little holes that are right here. And this is the part that hold your ribbon. Now, let's see if I can get them in here. That's the question. It's like, will they go in there? I may have to get my... Hold on, let me get a hammer. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, Annika's under my feet tonight. I don't know if this is going to go in here or not. This might be bow failure. Surely it goes in here because it was made with it. Maybe I should have opened it before I went live, huh? Ah, there we go. Bang, 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 bang. I got that one in. Let's try this one. Killing your ears. Sorry. They're in there tight. Oh, they're tight. Maybe I should have read the directions, huh? Maybe I should have read the directions. Surely there's only one way you got to put it in there. I put one together years ago, but the date on this one, 1993, Easy Bows. That's how long this bow maker's been around. I'm telling you, I've had mine a long time. So 93, that was that, 30 years. So they've been making, so this is not a newfangled item that everybody's going crazy over. And it gives you instructions in here how to make all the different bows. A pew bow, a layered bow, a swag bow, a nested bow. Interesting. Floral bow, treetop bow, a wreath bow, a double ribbon bow, and a pew. There's another pew bow. Anyway, let's see. Let's see your pictures, but it doesn't tell me how to put it together. Anyway, all you got to do is put it in the hole. So, they do sell these at Michael's. I don't know if they sell the blue Easy Bow Maker. I know that they've got the Easy Bow Maker Deluxe that has the peg on the end. But anyway, we're going to make one with this tonight. So I'm going to show you the difference in them. We're going to see how it works. Because, normally I use the Bowdabra. And the Bowdabra, what I wanted to see, these are a little bit taller. So maybe you might get more ribbons through this one than you can the Bowdabra. I still like the Bowdabra though, because it's easy. It's much easier to carry it around than to carry this one around. But this one has the increments on there. So if you need to measure your loops, it goes up to 8 inches. So you can make up to an 8-inch loop bow on this one. So it measures there. Where this one doesn't, you'd have to have a ruler or eyeball it. So we're going to make a bow tonight. And I know you guys are tired, but we're going to do a different bow. We're going to do different. We're not going to do a Donna bow tonight. We're going to do, it's another type bow that I've been seeing a lot, and I haven't tried it. So we're going to try it tonight. Now, it might be total bow failure, but we're going to try it. I've just watched some of the crafters that I follow. I've watched them make this type of bow, and it's just really loose. So I wanted to show you guys because, you don't twist it that I know of. We're going to try. But they just loop it in, and it's just pieces of ribbon. So I thought it would be an easier way for you guys to do it. So we're going to try it. Well, let's try it. So tonight, Annika is right under my feet. Tonight we're going to do a bumblebee bow. We're going to make it with bumblebees. And I'm going to use, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ribbons is what I think. Hey, Linda Hockaday, how are you? Hey, Robin. I hope you guys are doing good. The weather was awesome today, was it not? It was awesome. It made me really want spring. Really want spring. I'll put that over there. It gives us just a taste that warm weather's coming. And have you noticed that at 5 o'clock? I noticed at 5 o'clock when I come out of work, it's daylight. It's not dark anymore. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. The days are getting longer, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely they're getting longer. And I long for spring. I'm opening the ribbon so maybe it won't take so long to do this. I had to go by Tractor Supply tonight, and I was looking at there, and they have their Christmas ribbon. It's regular $7.99. They had it on clearance for $1.99. I picked up a couple of rolls of Christmas ribbon to add to my stack. I really wanted to buy all that they had. At $2 a roll, you can't beat it. And I still might go back and get some more. Because at $2 a roll, good gracious, I can add it and make a lot of bows. So that's usually how I pick up. I did pick up, I think, 6 rolls tonight. And that's a lot. You know, you pick up ribbon here and there, and you'll be surprised at how quick it adds up. All right, y'all, let me think. Because this is something I'm not familiar with, making this kind of bow. We're going to try it. We're just going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Whether pushed all the kids outside after school. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I wanted to go outside. I wanted to take my computer at work and just go outside and work. I really wish that I had an office with a window, because I would have my window open most of the time. And I really wanted to drive home tonight with my sunroof open, but I knew that I'm not used to having it open now, so I knew when I got home that I would leave it open. And then I think is it supposed to rain tomorrow? I know it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which then it'd be 70, but I guess everybody wants snow, but I'm glad it's not snow. Okay, guys, we're going to make this bow. It's different. It's supposed to, let me figure this out. You make a loop, put it in. We're going to go with, I'm going to do a 16-inch tail. So remember I told you it was 8 inches on this side, and this is 8 inches on this side. So I'm going to I'll do it like this. That'll be a 16-inch tail. So you just put this down in between these two sticks, these dowels that I hammered in there, that are in there close. So I don't know. We may not be making a bow on this thing. You just have to, they'll work loose as it goes. All right, so I put that in there, and we're going to make a loop. So on this one, you can measure your loop. So I think I'm going to make, and then I think my back lip, I'm going to make a 7-inch loop. So I'm going to measure 7 inches. I'm going to twist it. Well, let's put it in because it's tight. I'm going to fight with this thing and put it in. And I'm going to twist this side. Yeah. And then we're going to go 7 inches on this side to measure out to 7. And then this time I don't have to twist. I'm just putting it in. And I'm bringing this part down to match my other side here. And we're going to cut it. Just that simple. Just that simple. I think I'm going to do one of those. Okay, you see what we've done? We have put it on this side, twisted it, went to this side, brought it down, and pulled it down to the front. So it's just like that. Okay? Now, we're going to go for our next one. And since we're using so many ribbons, I think I'm going to go with a narrow one. I'm going to go with a black and white narrow. Dovetail your ends. This one's easy to tell the front from the back because this one's solid black on the back. Measure down my tails, and if you want to do the same length, you go down 18 inches. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to put it in. I've got to flip it, so I'll slide it through these dowel pegs. Twist this side. See? This is right side up. This is wrong side up. Measure out to your loop. This one's easy because it's flat. It's flatter. I'm going to put this in, slide it down between the dowel pegs, twist it. We're up on this side, dark on this side. Hey, Jenny. How you doing? We're making a bow because I found an easy bow maker at the thrift store. So we're trying it out tonight. Oh. So we're just doing 2 loops. And we're going to cut it. And we're going to do what? Dovetail it. Dovetail it. There we go. That's how we got so far. Change out ribbon. I'm going to go with, we got some yellow plaid or gingham check, I guess I should say. I'm going to make a loop of this one. Measure my tails. I think I might go a little shorter with this tail. Slide it in because these are tight. Twist this side. Measure out. Slide it in. And we're going to twist. It's so simple. It's just putting it in and twisting. My big boys are talking to us. My big boys are talking to us. All right. I wanted to video and or do a live in the thrift store yesterday when I went, but I went in and the music was so loud that I knew if I did a live in there that Facebook would censor it. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But they were jamming out in there yesterday. Are we going to go back with a nair? Because most of this is a really pretty ribbon. This is a new ribbon I just got. This is really pretty. It's but it's not very stiff, which is surprising. But we're gonna put it in here. Yeah, it was. They were having a large time in there yesterday. But the prices at that thrift store were really good. They were. I wish I'd had more time to look at more stuff. I'll slide it through and twist it. This one's almost the same on both sides. You could almost get away with not having to twist this one. Even though if I get ribbon that is the same on both sides, I still twist it because it makes a better bow. It makes it tighter. It just does, to me, it just does better. So I still twist it. And all we're doing is looping one end and we're just stacking them. It's almost like you're making a bunch of shoestring bows. We're just doing one. See what we got so far? We're just stacking them up. You guys can do this. We do it this way. Maybe you can see this. Let's go back with a wider one. We'll try to do it upside down. We'll see if I can do it. We'll see if I can do it. Whew, I'm taking my kids to, our family is going to the mountains this weekend. And it's going to be a big family trip. We're so excited. And they were so wanting it to be snow up there this weekend. And it's going to rain the whole time we're there, I think. But it'll be all right. Now that I'm getting this a little thicker and we're getting a little tighter. Hey, Dorothy. And we're getting a little more in here. See how far up we are so far? My dowel rods are starting to separate a little bit. So it'll be easier now to get my ribbons in there. So my homemade ones are made like this. So you don't have to go buy one of these. You can make one at home. I mean, if you have scrap wood, or you can go buy the wood and the dowel rods. But all we're doing is just looping these through. I think you guys can do this easy. You can do it holding it in your hands too. But when you get this many and you're changing this many ribbons out, it's hard to hold it. Let's see. How about, I guess we need to put some bumblebees in there, don't we? So I want to go with this one next or this one next. Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. What you up to, Dorothy? You need to be here doing this live with me. I'm going to get, Dorothy's one of my bestest friends. I'm going to get her to do a live with me one night. Hey, Sue Butler. How are you, girlfriend? How are you? Sue has Hub's Farm down near Newton Grove, Sue. Newton Grove, Clinton, somewhere down there. They do a lot of family stuff. So if you guys want a good outing, a family outing, go down there and see them. They got a look up their Facebook page and their website. They got a lot of cool stuff to do. A lot of cool stuff. I need to get down there and visit them. But yes, they have taken in that farm and done so much with it. So that's a good place, Robin. That'd be a great place for you to take your kids. They would absolutely love it. I know I just got home from work and saw you were here. Dorothy, hey Sue, Dorothy says hi. What am I gonna do now, y'all? What am I missing? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's go back with 8. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm missing 2. What do I not have in here? My yellow polka dots. Oh, it's called Hub's Farm. Hubbs. Isn't that right, Sue? They have a lot of cool stuff to do. A lot of cool stuff. I want to take my girls down there this summer. All right, so all I'm doing, remember, I'm just putting it in and I'm twisting. And these I'm going to come just a little bit shorter. See how I'm doing, I'm coming in just a little bit from my other loops? Yes, Sue said I got it right. It is Hub's Farm. It's coming in a little bit less. So that way our bow will be kind of mounded up a little bit. I'm going to dovetail these. It's going to be a lot of tails on this kind of bow. But I was really curious as to how this bow would turn out. So we're going to see what it looks like. It's not something that I normally would make. And then I have this yellow. Do I want to put that on? Yep. We'll have bumblebees on top of bumblebees. And that's pretty. Not pretty. I really like that. It doesn't make you want to have spring to come sooner. I got to start making Easter stuff, believe it or not. Easter's in March, and I got to get stuff made. And I'm going to try to, my goal is to have like a bow bar this summer. Need bow lessons. Yes, Sue. You know what? We need to have a girls' bow night. Just get together and have a bow night. I'll bring all the bow makers, bow dabbers, the ribbon, and just have friends together and we'll sit down and make bows. That would be so much fun. So if you guys want to do that, you just hit me up. I will get the ribbon. I will come with the bow makers, and we'll have a bow making class. I can teach you to make with a bow maker, and I can teach you to make it with your hands. All different kinds. Okay. This is what we got on my $2 bow maker that I got here. So we got them stacked up. See how they're stacked up there? Now, this is the tricky part. Let me see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 loops. I'm thinking, do I want to stop there or do I want to try to do 10? Do I want to put that on the top? Do I want to go back with this on the top? I'm thinking this would be pretty back on top. No. We might just finish it there. Maybe. Maybe. I think what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to put another another 2 loops of this in there. Because I want the bumblebees to stand out. And maybe if I put 2 more of these. No, they're big. I think they'll be too much. But isn't that cute? Cute ribbon. I think that would be too much. So I think I'm going to do 2 loops of each one of these. Twist it, put it in. Yep, twist it. I had to think. I was like, what am I doing here? Ah, yes, Robin. Oh, cool. Cool. There you go, Sue. Got you some people coming. Got you some people coming. Great. There, Sue and her family's awesome. They are awesome people. Sue's one of my dearest customers that for my Christmas wreath, who's becomes a great friend. So she got wreaths from me for probably 20 some years. 20 years. I've been doing it 25 and she's probably got wreaths 20 of those 25 years. All right, we got this done. I need to get my zip tie and I need to get my pipe cleaner. Ooh, that one's a mess. So now for our tricky time. You're going to pull this up. Carefully. You know, the other night I did a live, and after we got off, I made one more bow, and when I went to take it out of the bow maker, it dropped and I lost the whole bow. It happens to the best of us. I got this right. I'm doing this backwards. I'm doing this backwards. All right. It's stacked tight. I think it stacks it maybe a little tighter than the Bow Dabra does, which is pretty good. That's a good thing. Put my zip tie. This is a mammoth zip tie. I don't know where I got this one from. I'm about to lose my bow, y'all. I'm just kind of laying it in my hands and not really squeezing it because it stacks so tight that I don't want to lose it. All right, we're going to get it semi-snug, not tight, because we got to pull these loops out. So you're going to get it semi-snug. And then you're going to start. This is going to be different because for every layer you got a tail. And I don't think I've ever tied a bow like this before, y'all. So we're going to see. Maybe I should have done, I don't think I should have done 2 of each one because then I would have a lot of tails. We're going to see. Maybe if I go, well, if you're going to put it on a wreath or your door, your tails have got to go down. So remember when you're fluffing your bow, you put your fingers inside and kind of pull it up and out. Don't pull it hard because you're going to pull your loop out. But you just kind of open it up. And then you take some to the left and some to the right. And I just usually go with whichever way it seems to be leaning in your bow. I just kind of go with that. It's kind of like, if you have curly hair like Ma, you just kind of go with whichever way it goes. Whatever way it curls that day is the way you do it. And the older I get, my hair's decided, it went straight for a while, then it went wavy, and now it's gone totally curly to where when I try to blow it out, it won't work. And so I just forget it and I just wear it curly and I pull it up and out the door I go. It's this stage in life, I'm not going to worry about my hairdo. Well, I do, but I don't. I just pull it up, embrace it, and go. Let me see. This is what we got so far. I don't like this and this coming out this way. It looks like it's got ears flying up. So I'm going to try to bring these around. Let me see if I can do this so y'all can see me fluff. Yellow one there, that there. It's not a bad bow. I don't like that there. I want you down here. Go up this way, but I keep trying to pull that one up there. And all I'm doing is just working with my ribbons, and I'm tugging on them. I'm not jerking, but I'm giving them a good tug to get them where I want them. That's not bad. That's really not bad, y'all. And then I'm going to tighten it up. Can y'all hear me okay? I got this microphone. I don't know if it's working. I'm new to all this technology stuff. All right, there we go. It's got a lot of tails down here. A lot of tails. More than what I normally do, but it's not bad. It's I don't know, what y'all think? It's not bad. It's not a Donna bow, but it's not bad. You could, if you were putting it on a mailbox, you could take some of these and put them up at the top, like go this way with them and let it be like that if you were putting on a mailbox. But it's not bad. I wonder if these ought to be shorter. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe these ought to be a little shorter. We're gonna see. I'm gonna cut it. It's like cutting hair. Oh, thanks, Dorothy, for the feedback. It's like cutting hair. It's like, all right. But the only thing about cutting ribbon is when you cut it, it don't grow back. It don't grow back. Ah! But if you cut it and you don't like it, you can take your bow apart and redo it. Let me see. I'll go this way with it. Okay. That's better. That looks better. Now, I wonder if maybe I should cut some of these at a different length. So let's see. I'm not going to, maybe I'll cut those at an angle. Watch me mess up my bow, y'all. Except hair grows. Yeah, that's right, Dorothy. But you'd have to redo, if you messed up your bow, you'd have to redo it or just go with it. All right. I think that looks better. But still got a lot of tails. All right, the other thing you can do with these is you can take them. I showed you guys this the other night. Roll them up and just kind of pull them out so that they're curling and they're not really straight. This doesn't want to do it as well. But it's kind of cool. Now, I don't know. See, this one's supposed to be wired, but it's really not wired. It's almost like, this one's almost like fabric ribbon. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to run my hands over it and just twirl it. Let's see what this one does. That one curls. See, I think that looks better when you curl them around a little bit and they're going different ways. That's better. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not too bad. Like I said, it's not a Donna bow, but it's an easy bow you guys can make. So it was just loops. So if you get mixed up in the twisting and adding, you can definitely do this one. All right, so now we'll do another kind that's easy for you. And again, we're using the Easy Bow Maker tonight, the one that I found at the thrift store for $2. And it was made back in 1993. That's how long these have been around. But you can get these on Amazon, and they're about $30, I think, $25 or $30. I think the Bodabras now think they were $24.99 at Michael's, I think. I can make them faster with this than I can this, but there's pros and cons to both. So if you find one, I think if I were going to, it depends. I was going to say, I think if I was going to tell you my opinion of which, if you needed to buy one or the other, I would say if you're going to be moving around a lot or sitting, um, traveling or something like that, I would go with a Bodabra. And they're light and they're easy. They take up less space. This one's a little harder to store, but it does have your ruler on it. So if you're learning and you want to make sure you have the same loops on both sides, because remember the Bodabra, I told you to take your loops and pull them up and measure them. If you don't want to do that and you want to measure out 4 inches, 5 inches, 7, 8 inches, then this is the one you need to go with. These sometimes may loosen up. I know in the Easy Bow Deluxe, there's another little peg here and on this side that keeps these from moving. The ones that I have that I've made homemade, they're on like a 1x4. It's a wide board, and I have dowel rods in there with 2 dowel pegs in the side, and they're probably, I don't know, probably 20 inches on both sides. I mean, they're big, but and I've used them for a while, but after a while, these kind of get loose and kind of separate out, and it's a little harder. But if you come across one of these in the thrift store, I would definitely pick it up, especially since I got it for $2. If you come across a Bodabra in a thrift store, pick it up. You can make all kinds of bows on either one of them. So tonight we're going to make another one. I'm going to show you another way to make one. Let's say we're going to do it. I'm trying to think what I want to make it with. We'll do we will do the butterfly again. I'm going to show you another way that you can do it. If you get mixed up on the twisting, if you don't want to twist, you can take a loop, take it out. Let's say 16. I want to make it pretty big. So I'm on a 16-inch tail. So you're going to gather it here, and I'm going to loop this around. Let's make a loop. And ever how big you want your loop. So we're going to make our loop 7 inches. So I measured out 16 inches. That's my tail. And then I want a 7-inch loop. So then I'm going to measure out to 7 inches on my board, and I'm going to bring this down. Well, I'm going to loop it till I get 7 inches. And then we're going to cut it. You're actually going to cut it down just a little bit more. So once you get your first one made about how you want it, see, all this is a loop and a tail. See how I did that? Then what you do is you open it up, and then you cut your strips to be the same length as the first one you cut. So these are just strips. This is an easy way when you have just pieces of ribbon that you just want to tie a quick bow with, an easy bow. You can do it just with scrap pieces of ribbon. So I'm just going to measure these out, put that there, and I'm going to show you how to put them together. There's no twisting on this one, except for your back pieces. There's no twisting. So we're going to cut. I know that there's a lady that used to be at the fairgrounds. I don't know if she still is or not. She makes, this is the type of bows that she makes. And then there is a couple of Christmas stores. Well, if you go into Christmas stores, the bows that they make that go into the trees, down in the trees, there's only 3 loops on them. This is how they make them. So if you want to make bows for your Christmas trees, this is the way you're going to do it. But I'm making this a little longer because I'll probably end up putting these on wreaths. So that's why I'm cutting mine longer. You can do them shorter. You can do them, these can go on packages. This is a super, super, super simple bow. Did I get one of everything? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I missing? Did I cut this one? 8. And I'm not going to dovetail these to begin with. I don't think. I might. I might. We want this one. You notice that I didn't get all mine exactly the same length, and that's okay. So I got 2 of those. Got that. I think I want another one of these. And you could do this with a single color ribbon too. I want another one of those, and I want another one of these. Hey, Debbie, how are you, girl? How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. A couple of us got together last night, Debbie. We're planning our 45th class reunion. Can you believe that? So it looks like we're gonna try to schedule it for October. So be looking forward to it, and keep an eye on our website or Facebook page because we're scouting out places now. So there's more to be coming. All right, we have all of our ribbons here. You can do it 2 ways. You can go ahead and dovetail the beginning, or you can dovetail after. So what I'm going to show you is if you forget to dovetail your ribbon before you do it, then we're going to do it after. So you just simply start up here, and have our tail. You're going to just loop it. Let's see, I want a 7-inch loop. So I'm going to come 7 inches, but I'm really going to come down 9 inches. I folded it 9 inches, but my loop is only going to be 7. So here's at 7. This is 7, but you got to have a little bit down here so you can tie your bow on it. Okay, so you can either do a little bit or you can go a little longer. That gives you more tails. But we're just going to do a little bit. So I have that loop. You're going to hold it just like that. So you can either do that, or you can you can slide it in your bow maker. I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to try to do it with my hands. So we're going to take the next one, measure my loop, pinch it together, and add it right beside of it. See? Simple. We'll come with this one, measure my loop, pinch it together, and add it in there. See how they're starting to kind of come around? And I'm just holding them. You have your tails down here. I'm going to put the next one on, loop it. You know I'm not twisting anything. Measure it, pinch it, stick it in there. It's kind of got to go in between your fingers. So it's starting to look like this. Kind of looks like a squid almost, or an octopus. And if you were going to do it and let me back up, if you're going to do it for a Christmas tree, this is all you do. This is all they do, and they're charging you like $25 for these things. Then you zip tie it there, pull your loops out, pull it this way, and then this part sticks down in your tree, and this is what comes out of your tree. Simple as that, guys. Simple. So that's all we're doing. We're going to make this one, make our loop, squish it, stick it in there. Let's do this one. So what I mean, how it gets big in your hand. So if you were doing it in a bow maker, the bow maker would hold all of it. Do this one. It's starting to want to slide out the back of my hand. So now I'm going to kind of hold it in my fingers like that because it's getting too much for my 2 fingers to hold. See how this one's got a little too high? I got to go in and I got to pull it down because you want your loops to kind of be almost the same length so that your bow will stay uniform. Okay, so this is how we got. It's almost like you're making a bouquet. Let's put this one in next. Push it, stick it in there. This one. Get back there. I'm kind of see how my bow's kind of coming across at the top. I'm just kind of looking where I think that'll look good, and that's where I'm sticking it in at. I've got this one over there. This one's right here. So I'm going to go with this one on this side. See? So we got one there, one there. I'm kind of looking at my bow. And then this one, I've got one already over on this side here, so I need to put this one on this side. We'll put it in there. Then you look at your bow. See how you got it? You have all these tails down here. Look at your bow and decide if it looks the way you want it or if you think it needs something else in there. Oh, tell Haley and Abby I said hey, or Picky Britches. Tell her she's always going to be my Picky Britches. Let's see. Do I want to add? I think I want to add another one of these. So I'm just going to make my loop. I'm going to put it in here. I need to stay on camera, don't I? I'm going to loop it here, add it in there, pull it down and cut it. That's the easiest way to do it. The easiest way to do it. There's that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And I think I want one more loop of, I think I want another loop of this. Stick it right in there. See how I did that? I just folded it, stuck it in my fingers. Pull it down and cut it. Two of those, two of those, two of those. I've got two of everything except for this one, so might as well do two of that one. And I'm going to put that on this side. And when I'm folding it like this, I'm going to the inside of my hand with this so that my right side is on the outside. So I'm just going to stick this in there and then cut it. Okay. Make sure I got that in there. I think that looks pretty good. See how we've got that so far? Then what you do with this one is you take your zip tie and you go around it like you're going to tie up a flower bouquet. Just like this. And you're going to put your zip tie underneath those loops. Just like that. See how we did that? Like you're getting married, you got a bouquet. Okay, you have all these loops down here. That one. This one, I didn't get it. My last one I put in there, I didn't get it all the way around. Y'all can see how that one's not in there. So I'm just going to this is why you don't tighten your zip tie down so tight, because now I can manipulate that ribbon to get it so that the good side is on the outside. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold your zip tie, kind of, you're going to hold it so you're not going to lose it. You're going to fluff your bow. You're going to pull out your loops. And they're already in the place pretty much because you have designed it that way when you did it. There's your bow. So then what you do with these is you can either do your bow, you can have to tie it, your tails can come this way, or if it's flat, you can then pull your tails one way or the other. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, guess what I didn't do? I didn't put my pipe cleaner in there. And I think that I zip tied it too tight. But that's okay. That's all right. I'll show you how to fix it. This one's, I got this zip tie on there tight. You don't want to waste your zip tie. Well, I'm going to waste another one. I'm going to put my pipe cleaner on the back. I'm just going to get another zip tie and zip tie it on. So I'll just have 2 zip ties around this bow. You can do a pipe cleaner. You can do another zip tie on here so that you can put it around something if you want to. You can put florist wire. You can put jute string, whatever you want to tie your bow on. So now we've got our pipe cleaner on there. Straighten out my bow again since I just messed it up. Then I'm going to pull all these tails down. Let me see if I can turn. Annika is literally under my feet. We're just going to pull all these tails down. And they're all about the same length, so you're going to want to cut them a little bit. So I'm going to cut some shorter, some a little longer. You can curl some, you can fold some. I always dovetail most. Now these you can dovetail, or sometimes I just cut them in an angle. It gives you a kind of a different look. I don't cut them all. I don't cut all my angles the same way. I cut some one way, some the other way, to give different looks. Sometimes I cut the ribbon when it's got a point to it, just to give it some visual interest. All you do now is you have to find. That's the part about not dovetailing when you get ready to do it, because at the end you got to find all the ribbon pieces. But this is probably the easiest bow anybody can make by far. There's no twisting. There's no and you can make it with a bow maker or without a bow maker. You can do it with little pieces of fabric. And you just turn it. Gotta make sure I don't step on her. There you go. See how easy that was? It really makes a pretty bow. But in the back, it kind of looks like your bouquet. It doesn't go out like the other bows. It's more of a round bow, but it looks just as fine on a wreath. You can make them bigger, but this is the easiest. This is the easiest way to do it. So now everybody can make this bow. Everybody can make it. All right, there's one more way I'll show you to do this kind of detail with that same type of bow idea, but I'm going to do it. Let's do it on the Bow Dabra, because we've used the Easy Bow Maker tonight. We're going to go back and use the Bow Dabra, and I'm going to show you if you do it with shorter ribbon. You cut your strips. Let me see how I want it. We're going to cut our strips the same length. Okay, let's say that you get confused with, because I did when I first learned that type of bow I just made, I would get confused as to how long this needed to be. I would get it too short, not long enough. So if you get confused, we're going to do it where you just loop it. Okay, so let me cut some, and we'll do a smaller bow. Let me cut a few of these. And this would be one if you want a small one, not one with long tails. If you just want one that's going to go, let's say you have a package, you want to put one, you're going to put a really pretty bow on a package. You can do this kind of bow. If you've got just a little wreath, or maybe you've got bells that you're going to hang, or you've got a garden flag and you just want a small bow to go on the garden flag, you can do that. I think I'm going to do, not the yellow, I think I'm going to do 2 of these, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's 6 loops. Let me do another one of these because I want to stay with the polka dot theme, and I want to do another one of these, and I'm going to go with more narrow ribbon instead of the wide ribbon. We just got a little bit of wide in there, and I'm going to do 2 of these. I'm going to do 2 of each kind. Okay. Now, we have these, and they are, I guess I should give you some idea of how long I've cut these. So this is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. About 25 inches is what I've done. What you're going to do with this, you're going to fold it in half. You're going to decide how big you want your loop. Okay? This loop's going to be, let me see. This loop is a 6-inch loop. Okay, so it's 6 inches out. You got it folded in half. You're just going to take this back one and twist it around so that they're both looking this way. Almost like you're going to do a breast cancer awareness ribbon. Almost. It's almost like that. So if you do breast cancer awareness, you're going to do it like that. And that's not what you want to do. You want to take it, fold it bad sides to bad sides, good side out. Take what's going to be your back one and twist it around so that it's facing the front like this. Got that? So you're going to take that and you're just going to slide it down in. So instead of you having to hold it in your hands, but you can do this one, but I'm going to do it in here. I need to turn, you need to make sure this twists around, the front side stays out when you put it into your bow maker. So now you've got one end up here, you got 2 ends down there facing the same way. Going to take the other side, going to go to the other side, same thing, twist my back ribbon around so that they're both facing the front, slide it in this side. What I tell you to do to measure here, you're going to pull this one up, pull this loop up. Look what I've got. They're not even. So I've either got to bring my black one out a little more, or I'm going to tighten up. I'm going to tighten up my yellow one and make it more the same size. So my tails may be a little longer, but that's okay. You can cut those off. Your main thing is these loops have got to measure the same height, so you're going to have a lopsided bow. So now we've got them the same height. Put them back down. Go with your next one. Flip it around. Flip my back side around. Pinch it together in the front. And I'm going to add that to the other side. So you're going left to right, left to right. It's going to measure to about the top of the one we have on there, so you don't have to pull it up again. And I'm going to go with, I got a wide one on this side. We're going to go with a wide one on that side. We're going to flip this one around. Now I know I'm being repetitive, but the more you learn from being repetitive when you're making bows. And now we've got it looking like this. See how our loops are about the same? On this one is a little bit longer than that one, so I need to bring it in just a little bit. So now it measures up a little bit more. It's okay if it's a little bit off. That'll be fine. You just don't want it to be a lot off. You don't want it to be an inch difference. And as you go, I'm spreading these out a little bit because you're going to have, because you got 2 tails. When you're doing this, and I flip this back one to the front, that then gives me 2 tails on that loop. So you're going to have a lot of tails. You don't want them all going the same way. So we're going to put this one. I don't want to put this one on this side because I have a stripe on this side already. So I need to go back with maybe this one and put it on this side. And now I can put my stripe one on the other side. The other thing that's a good idea when you're doing this type of bow on this is like you can lay this one coming this way and you can lay this one going that way. You can go ahead and crisscross them if you're putting them in like a Bodabra. And that makes it a little easier for you to see what your bow's going to look like. And you can spread your tails out, because with this kind of bow, one tail's going to go to the top, one tail's going to go to the bottom. See how I've got that? It's going to be one tail going this way, one's going that way. I've got this bow leaning this way, and then we'll have this bow that's leaning this way. It's really not hard. And as you go through and you're making it, you can see, you can tell. So what you do on the left, you do on the right, basically. So we're going to put this one in. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one in on the other side, because I have been alternating. But I'm going to see. I'm going to go this way, I think. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to do this one next. I'm just kind of looking at what my bow's going to be. And this bow's not going to be that big. So I'm going to put this one in there. We'll finish with this one. And I may want to finish with two of these. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 loops on this side, and I should have 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. So we'll go 5 loops on both sides. 5 loops on each side makes a really nice even bow. And it doesn't have to be the great big ones like we've been making. So once I have this, I'm going to get my zip tie, and I'm going to get my pipe cleaner. And we're going to pull this one off. This one's much easier because it's so much smaller. But see how we've got it? It's stacked in here, and it looks kind of like, it looks like that on the back. It looks like this on the front. So we've kind of got tails everywhere. Now, if you're using the pipe cleaner, you could go across here now and tie it with a pipe cleaner. I just prefer using zip ties. They keep them tight. My bow on my mailbox is doing really good. It's been flying around my mailbox because of the wind and the rain and everything else we've had, but it's hanging in there, and it's been in there. It's been on there since Christmas. See, when I made my Christmas ribbon, hey Kay, when I made my Christmas bow this year, I made it so that it could go through the winter, because I'm lazy like that. I'm not going to change my bow all the time. Okay, so we've got our thumb on here. I'm going to do the same thing that I normally do, except for now we have all these little pieces of tails in here. That's part of your bow now. So you're going to pull one way, pull one another way. Let me see if I can do it. Can you guys see like this? I'm going to pull this way. Take that way, pull that. Take one this way, one that way. Some go up. And those two want to go up. That's fine. You just go whatever way they work the best. I think I should have done 2 loops of the the bumblebee in the top. I'm thinking. We'll see though. This bow it's more of a round bow. So you're gonna pull them so that they come around totally. It's not a you can do this as a one-sided, but it's not really what this one's designed for. Excuse me. All right, see how we've got that? So now I'm going to tighten it down, and I'm going to cut it off. Wait a minute, I gotta get some water. That's how we got. That's where we're at so far. Now what you got to do is all of these little pieces that are like this, you're going to come back and cut them. Now when you're looking at it, like this one's in the middle. I don't want to cut it up so high because it's going to kind of like flying out of the top of my bow. I want to cut this one down a little shorter, not way down here, but I'm probably going to cut it to about the length of my this loop. So I'm going to take this, and you got to remember which way you're going. So you're going from the outside up your bow. If you cut the other way, you're going to cut a point like this. And that might, I mean, that's not bad either. And then this one looks like it's hanging over here pretty good. So I like where it is. I'm just going to cut it right there and let it be like that. I like this black one back here. I'm going to cut it at an angle. So then I'm giving it a different visual look when you're doing this. So this one's going to come up there. This one I'm going to cut at an angle because it's coming out behind this one. Can y'all see that? This one, let's cut it like that. I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of eyeballing where I think that they look good, and I just cut. These back here are a little longer. This one I'm going to cut this way in the frame. I hope so. Dorothy, did you see Robin's message? I cannot believe that Haley's a senior. I just cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. I'm going to try cutting all these at an angle. I just want to see what they'll look like, because this is one I normally make them with a lot more of the wider ribbon, but this one I wanted to make with some narrow. All right. Now I'm just going to move it around a little more. Play with it. You can fluff bows and fluff and fluff and fluff. And you just play with them till you get them the way you like them. And because all of our lengths are about the same, this one's hanging out a little too far, and I didn't cut it, see? So I need to snip it. Give him a little snip, snip. Here's another one. I missed these back here. I'm going to cut those. And this one's a little longer than what I want. See how it's sticking out, kind of flying out over here? So we're going to cut that one down a little bit more. There we go. All right, guys. Voila. There's your bow. Now, see, this one doesn't have the long tails that this one has. It's done basically the same. It's almost the same as what we did this one. But this one, we just did a short loop and with just one long tail. This one, we doubled it and just flipped it around. So this one comes out a lot shorter than this one does. This one, if you do them like that, it won't look right. It won't do like this one does. You've got to double your loops if you want to get a small round one like this that's going to have these little flyaways in there. So now this one can go on, if I had something here, say this, here's a box. If you, say this was our gift box, so see that would go right on our gift box there. I don't like this loop up here too much. You put on your gift box, and you just kind of fix your loops the way you want them. And there, you've got a nice present. You got a nice bow to give somebody. Valentine's is coming up. This will be a good way to, tell your husband how to make this bow, and then he can give you a nice Valentine's present with this kind of bow on top of it. So now all of y'all can make these, right? Simple? Yeah, I think you can do it. All right, that's 3 ways that we made bows tonight. So we've got this one, the double loop. This one was the single loop, single with a long tail. And then this one was where we just made like a shoestring loop on top of loop and just one little twist. We made that one. So that's 3 different kinds that we made. And one with our hands, one with the Easy Bow Maker, and one with the Bow Dabber. They all work the same. So there you go. Simple, simple. So now everybody's ready to do a class, right? We're ready to get all of our girlfriends together, pick out a theme of what you want, and say, Donna, come teach us to make these bows. And we shall do it. We shall do it. All right, ladies, I got to go do laundry, and it's what, 9 o'clock? Yep. And because we're going on a mountain trip on Friday. And am I ready? Nope. Nope. So, Bow Dabra, it's about $24.99. Easy Bow Maker, I think they're $24 to $30, I think, depending on what you got. You can make them homemade. I found mine for $2 at the thrift store. So there you go. And next week, I probably won't do a live tomorrow night because I've got to pack. We're leaving Friday. So next week, we will make something where I use my new glue pot. Look, Dorothy, I got a new glue pot. Ain't it cute? Lime green. So we're going to try this one out. I think this feels like it's plastic almost. I know this part isn't, but this does. Interesting. So we're going to see how this works out. So we'll use this next week. I'll get my glue pellets and show you guys how to do that. So, yes, time will go by fast. All right, cool. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, that was your message to Robin. Oh, yes, Robin. 1 down, 4 more to go. Bless you, girl. Bless you, bless you. Thanks, Kay, for loving the bow. The colors are great. I really like the bumblebees. I'm going back and looking at your messages now. Finally, my messages are starting to show. They're finally starting to show, which is great. All right, guys. Enjoy the warm weather the next couple of days, even though it's going to rain, but at least it's not frigid 30 degrees. And so I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay dry, go thrifting. And if you do, when we come back on next week, let me know what you find. And when I'm in the mountains, I'm going to try, I want to hit thrift stores. So I'm going to check on my boots while I'm up there. I'm going to do some thrifting. I really can't bring a lot back home because I'm riding with my husband and we're taking the puppies. So I don't have a lot of room in the Jeep. So I may not be doing a whole lot of buying, but I can still go and look and thrift. And I'm going to do pom-pom wreaths with all my girls while we're up there. So I do have those for them. So if I get one made, I will show you. And I actually have, I bought everybody pom-pom makers. So we might do pom-poms online too, on the air too. So we'll see how they work. What'd you say, darling? So cool. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm off of here. I got to clean up and I got to go get laundry out and do my thing. So y'all take care and I will see you next week. All right. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.